got there his first year, so when Brad Scott and all those guys came over, I was on that team.
Oh. What made Stafford so good?
I think he understands things. I think it's the culture there. It's a little bit different place. I think he gets that.
I gotta tell you what, hardest place in the world is this dude. It's not the end of the world, really being sure as hell. Where were you raised?
Right here. I grew up right here in Quincy. Right now, about 20 miles away.
Exactly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And what'd you do after Clemson?
Finished at the Citadel. My last year at the Citadel for Ellis Johnson. Played for Ellis.
Ellis Johnson.
Yeah.
Good coach.
Got to be coach. Started here in high school and then went back to Clemson as a grad assistant. And then I went and worked for Stockstill up in Middle Tennessee. And then just kind of moved around from there. So he gave me some Lou Holtz scores. So stop me every time we work for you.
Everybody has Lou Holtz.
Everybody has. He used to tell me about the notes we used to write every night. We go home and watch the film and make the notes to the staff meeting the next day.
When I went into the staff meeting the next day, I watched the film and had critiqued every position.
He said they dreaded those staff meetings. So you coming in every position, from quarterback all the way down to secondary. So he really respects you a lot.
What position you work with?
Well, I'm the head coach there, but I play quarterback, so I coach the quarterbacks there as well. But I was a quarterback for time.
Oh my.
Yes, sir. So, back up Woodrow Danson, you probably remember Woodrow. Woodrow played back during that time. I was his backup.
When we played up there, you weren't there yet. And we got close to 3 offensive pass interferences, 2 of them were for touchdowns.
Wow.
And then we're ahead by 2. With 30 seconds to go, the quarterback sprinted to the left and threw back. And
I was there.
Great receiver. He pushed up.
They still say push off. All the Carolina fans say push off.
And then the question, how he pushed off and caught the ball, you can't get field goal the last play of the game.
Brad Scott was the holder. I was on that team. That was in 2000.
I'm going to start over here on my left, which is your right, is none other than the FAMU head rattler, Coach Willie Simmons, the great head rattler. Coach Willie Simmons from FAMU, and we could not be more proud of you. We couldn't be more proud of your team. Please welcome everybody, Coach Willie Simmons.
Good evening, everyone. He made a huge mistake by telling me that I didn't have a time limit tonight. So, yes, my players, that's a bad sign. Again, just thankful to be here as always. It's always a pleasure and honor to be standing before you guys. You are my family, just like your family is my family. And I firmly believe that if heaven was a college football town, it'll look a lot like Tallahassee. I said it my first time here, I think 6 years ago now, that growing up here, right there in Quincy, during really the heyday of both FAMU and Florida State, during the national championship year, kind of between that era, and then Billy Joe leading FAMU to conference championships and playing in playoff games. The city felt a lot like it does now, back in the late 90s. And so and I said it then, this city is so much better when both programs are doing well, and you got 2 teams ranked number 5 nationally at the same time, who will be playing conference championship games on the exact same day, both going for national championships. So again, just a huge shout out to Coach Norvell and his staff and what they're able to do. Just the support that you guys provide, the support that we provide, that our fans provide us over at FAMU. It's just an amazing time. It's an amazing feeling to just be able to come out of a game, check the scores, and see the first thing I do is check the scores to see how Florida State did. You know, every time we win the game, and you know, everyone. I know all of you felt like y'all predicted FSU being 11-0 at this point. I really told, you know, Coach Norvell is gracious. He and his staff are so gracious. They allow us to come over during the springtime and watch those guys practice. And, you know, I knew right then. I said, yeah, these guys are back. And you just saw a team. Obviously, you saw a physically talented football team, but just the way they practiced, the tempo, the camaraderie, the coaching that was going on. I mean, you saw a championship football team when we watched them practice this spring. So, you know, of course, by admission, I'm a Clemson Tiger, playing at Clemson, but I called some of my brothers up there and said, man, y'all might be in trouble. And it helped. It was a good game. I was just glad it was a good game, because I was a little worried that y'all might go up there and blow my boys out. But at least it was a good game. It's always an honor to be amongst coaching legends. You know, obviously as a coach, you know, we're all a part of a fraternity, just like as a football player, you're part of a fraternity. But just to be able to be in the presence of one of the greatest coaches to ever coach the game, and Coach Holtz, Coach, thank you so much for being here, and I'm just so honored to just listen to you and learn from you. You know, I have a goal in life to achieve, you know, many of the things that Coach Holtz achieved as a coach, winning national championships, coaching at the highest level, and all those things. But one of the biggest things I want to achieve that Coach Holtz achieved is just to get to the point or the age where you can just say whatever. I was blessed to be able to go down and visit with him for a few minutes, and I tell you what, it's amazing to see how sharp Coach still is. I mean, he recalled a game that we played against each other, and he was coaching at South Carolina in 2000. I mean, he recalled it up to the last play, just like it happened yesterday, and it's always amazing. And then I reminded him what position I played. He said, "You're a big quarterback. You like to play on offensive line." So I guess my last piece of fried chicken was a knife. These celebrations, Coach, reminded me that we were losing weight. So, yeah, I want to get to that age where I can just tell a guy he's fat without saying he's fat. But in all seriousness, you know, again, just the one thing, obviously, that we, you know, we're all still praying for, obviously, is Jordan, you know, his situation. It's always tough, and we know as coaches, as players, injuries are part of the game, you know, and I remember vividly one of my best friends in college having that same injury. You know, it was our last scrimmage going into the season. You know, it was one of those scrimmages that we weren't supposed to have. You know, Coach Bowden was just, I guess we had practiced poorly the day before, and he decided we'd have one more scrimmage. Then we scrimmaged, and we thought the scrimmage was over. He said, one more drive. And we throw a screen out to the receiver, and the safety comes from the side, and you know, and when he tackled him and went low on him, you kind of saw the receiver go sideways, and immediately you just saw a lot of the players kind of scatter, you know. And me being from Quincy, I guess not knowing any better, I walk over to him and I see his leg in the same, you know, visual that Jordan was the other day. And it's, you know, as a player, it's devastating, right? You know, and because you work with these guys every day and you're in that brotherhood, you never want to see someone have an injury, you know, but the nature of it, the timing of it, you know, you're in this magical season, and, you know, it's so great to see the positive outlook that Jordan has. Like, that's what football teaches you more than anything else, that in life things are going to happen out of our control, and we got one choice. We can choose how we deal with it. We can be negative about it, we can complain about it, or we can have a positive outlook and understand that God has a plan for us. You know, and Jordan has a bigger purpose than leading Florida State to a national championship. He's led them to this point, and the good Lord saw fit to allow him to lead them to this point and give them the confidence. And imagine had that happen week one. Maybe Tate doesn't have the experience to watch Jordan for 11 weeks of football, to get the teaching, and to be I was that guy. I was that backup quarterback that had to come into a game when the starter went down. Right? But it helped me because I got to see Woodrow Dancer, how he approached the game every single day. And I know Tate's going to benefit by how he saw Jordan approach the game every day. So even in this moment of adversity, for that quarterback room, for that this football team, I truly believe that there's something greater restored because of how Jordan's handling this. So again, huge testament to Jordan, and just continue to keep him in prayers. But that's just something that we never want to see. But there's always good that can come out of any situation. So just wanted to say that, and just again, just enjoying the success of this year. It's been a fun year for us. We knew coming into the season that we had a chance to be a really good football team. We were picked preseason to win the conference. We had the most preseason all-conference players, and so we knew we had a good team coming back. But start out the year, we had to get the monkey off of our backs. The last 2 years, we've only had 2 conference losses in 3 seasons. Both of those conference losses was to Jackson State and y'all's good friend Deion Sanders. So luckily, Colorado paid them a lot of money to go up to Colorado, and we were able to win the game in the first game of the season down in Miami Gardens at the Orange Blossom Classic. And so that set a trajectory for us to do what I've always encouraged our team to do, and that's to control your own destiny. You want to be able to be in a situation where you control your own destiny. For 2 years, we've had to come after every win, grab our phones and look and see did Jackson State lose, because we were not in control of our own destiny. We needed them to lose for us to have a chance to win the conference because we're in the same division. And so this year, we didn't have to do that. Every week, we were able to come in the locker room. I didn't have to check SWAT scores. I checked ACC scores. That's what I did. I checked to see how Florida State did, and I checked to see how my alma mater did. And that's a good feeling that we're still in this situation. And so, we went through the season, started the year ranked number 25 in the country, and we slowly made the climb, and now we're 5th nationally. And it's just fitting that we're number 5 in the country, Florida State's number 5 in the country. I know y'all aren't happy about it because we dropped down on one. But just the fact that both teams are the 5th ranked teams in all of America, man, this is an amazing feeling. It's great to see both programs doing well. It's great to see, just everything that's going on here in the city. It's just really a great time. So we're really doing some great things there. We currently have the nation's 2nd longest home win streak at 19 games. And somebody needs to beat Montana State so we'll be number 1. but the nation's 2nd longest win streak. The attendance rankings for FCS football just came out, and we finished 6th nationally in average home attendance, which is a huge testament to us. We don't have the 6th biggest stadium. So our fans show up to games. Hugh had a chance to come to a game this year. He went out there on Perry Street at homecoming, and he was having a grand old time until some people came and asked him how he felt. Being on the white down Perry Street. We got a little nervous then, but otherwise we had a really good time. So we welcome all you guys back. So if you're not going to Charlotte for the ACC championship game, feel free to join us over here at Bragg Stadium because we're hosting the SWAC championship game in 2 weeks, the same day as Florida State. So it's a great festival. As you mentioned, we finished the season first nationally in total defense. Again, defense wins championships. And I'm so happy about that because we have a local guy, Ryan Smith, who grew up right here in Perry, Florida, and played at Taylor County High School. And, he came on my staff the first year from the University of Florida. And, I made him my defensive coordinator 3 years ago. And since then, we've been 5th nationally, 10th nationally, and this year we're number 1 nationally. So I probably won't have him much longer. Somebody's going to come steal him away from me. But he does an amazing job with our young men. So you can finish number 1 nationally in total defense, number 1 in tackles for loss, we're number 2 in rush defense, number 2 in third down conversion defense, and we're top 10 in like 7 other categories. And so these guys are playing football at an amazingly high level. My middle linebacker, Isaiah Major, was just named a finalist for the Buck Buchanan Award, which goes to the nation's top FCS defensive football player. My quarterback, Jeremy Musa, was just named a finalist for the Walter Payton Award, which goes to the FCS Best Offensive Player. And then, I don't brag on myself, but I was just named a finalist for the Eddie Robinson Award, which is for the National Coach of the Year. And so again, just really appreciate the support that you guys continue to give. I always feel the love every time I come. My wife wanted to be here. tonight. We talked, but she took the kids down to Orlando. They stayed over after we came back, and when I got back early, and so I had the house to myself, which I didn't do anything. I just kind of laid around. And when I came to work the next day, she called in a panic because she thought I lost one of the cats. And so they accused me of losing the cat. And I said, well, I didn't really like the cat anyway. So. You just got them. That's like you got dogs and kids. I don't know why we need cats. But thankfully she called today and said the cat was hiding in the bathroom. So I got out of the dog house because we found the cat. So, but she wanted to be here tonight, but she's on mommy duty. And but she always talks about this group and how warm and receptive you guys are. I know y'all like her more than me. Y'all tolerate me. But again, I'm very appreciative. So again, we're riding along. Again, had a huge win. I know it's rivalry week for you guys. The biggest game of the year. You're playing the in-state rival. We had our game last Saturday against our in-state rival, and we were able to take care of business against the And so they'll keep me for a little bit longer because no matter how well we did during the regular season, as you all know, that's why I'm praying for Coach Novell because it's 11-0, but you know how you guys are if you don't win this weekend. So I'm praying that they can pull it off so y'all can keep loving your coach and we can both bring national championships here to Tallahassee because again that would be an amazing accomplishment for both teams to finish the season atop our respective divisions. So,
and congratulations, Coach Simmons. What a tremendous job! And I'll tell you this: I am so impressed that he went to Clemson. Clemson, not the end of the world, but you sure as hell see it from there. I'll tell you. But they talked about taking care of the ball, how important that is. And I would say to our players, do you know how important that ball is? I mean, when you get it, you take care of it. They even named the damn game after it. Now, if they named the game after it, it has to be pretty important, so take good care of it. Look forward to following your success. As far as the autographed football, I was a player, I could do everything with the football but autograph it, so that just happens. But I had great respect for Bobby Bowden. I learned so much from him. 10% of you won't remember 10% of what I said 10 minutes after I said it. The next few minutes, I'm going to share thoughts and ideas, and they're all true. I'm not going to make up something. But Bobby Bowden, I was a graduate assistant at Iowa University in 1960. We finished second in the country, and one of my jobs was to entertain coaches that came out in the spring. Bobby Bowden at the time was coach at Stanford University, and he came out to visit us. We became great friends. We got married, didn't have any money, went down here to Florida and stopped, spent a couple days with Bobby, Ann, and their 5 children. And we were great friends. We talked all the time. And then I ended up at William and Mary. Now, unfortunately, we had more Marys than we had Williams. And our players decided on aggression pact before the game. You don't hit me, I won't hit you. So we're going to go play Bobby Bowden, coached West Virginia, coached by Bobby Bowden. I'm from West Virginia. I was born in that state. And all my friends and relatives came down to the game. And we played a great game. We're only down by 10 with 2 minutes to go in the game. In the last 2 minutes, he had 2 backs that played the pros, named Gresham and Braxton. They both scored a touchdown. They beat me by 24 points. I walked out the middle field and I said, Bobby, how in the hell can you do that? We're friends. He said, it's your job to hold the score down, not mine. He said, recruit better or coach harder, either way. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I use 3 words of profanity. Hell, ass, and damn, and they're all in the Bible, so I feel comfortable. Just happy to be here. And I say this, the best advice I ever got, we have 4 children, they're all girls but 2. I am real proud of that fact. When our first child was born, I'm away married. Dr. George Oliver said, Coach, the best advice I can give you is to make sure that those children always know how much you love their mother. I've never said a negative word to my wife or about my wife in front of her mother. In the bedroom, that's different. And I don't care what you accomplish in life. If you aren't a success as a father and a husband, you've really screwed up somewhere along the line. Let's remember, that's the most important role we have in life. To be a good husband, to be a good father, and to be a good leader, etc. Now, I never felt I coached football, Coach Simmons. I felt I coached life. And all we try to do is teach our players to make good choices. Wherever you are in this world is because of the choices you make. Choose new drugs, drop out of school, join a gang, get tattoos from head to bottom. You're choosing that difficulty in life. You stop blaming me because I didn't make those decisions. You did. And so if you get people to make good decisions, good things are going to happen. And we had 3 rules. There are 3 rules. You don't need complicated rules. Rule number 1, do what's right. Do what's right and avoid what's wrong. You have any doubt, get out the Bible. That's not real hard. I think it's right to be honest. Right to be on time. Wrong to practice sexism, racism, spousal abuse. I think it's wrong for a teammate to find another teammate's wallet before he lost it. Let's just do the right thing. Second rule, do everything to the very best of your ability. Not everybody can be All-American. Not everybody can be first team. Not everybody can be All-Conference. Everybody can be the best you're capable of being. Not everybody can be an A student. I understand it. Just be the best that you can be. The third rule is just show love for other people. I'm an old man. My birthday candles cost more than a cake. I wasn't. And I understand that, but the one thing I do know, no matter how old you are, you're always going to have problems. You're always going to have challenges. You're always going to have difficulties. I'm an old man, as I said. It's not that you don't have problems. It's being able to handle the problems you have. You know, I have a strong faith in God. I don't preach it. I don't know how people handle problems without a faith in God, but that's just me, one thought. But if you can build love on a football team, that's why I'm confident about Florida State. Every time I mention Florida State because of Bobby Bowden, and I don't want to say it in front of this group. I always refer to you as that half-assed Indian tribe. That's why I feel confident that Florida State will win on Saturday because of the love you have on this team. And obviously, Coach Simmons be 5th in the country. You have it on your team. You have love on the team. It's unbeatable. And when I read about the quarterbacks in the hospital, all the teammates go over to see him. That's love. That's caring. Now, my wife and I were married for 59 years. And, she was a great gal. And I'm truly blessed. But she used to get mad because she said, how can you talk about love on a football team or in life with a stupid bumper sticker you had on your car? I had a bumper sticker on my car. She didn't like it. I thought it was funny. We'd go to church on Sunday. She'd make me park in the back of the lot where people couldn't see it. The bumper sticker said, Jesus loves you. Everybody else thinks you're an asshole.